So here we have an iPad 9th generation, and as you can tell, it's got a broken digitizer. This glass panel is called the digitizer, and it's responsible for touch. So it's going to be a simple one, really. All we're going to be doing here is replacing the screen. Let's get started. So I'm going to use this razor blade. I like to get underneath the adhesive if I can. And then once I create that opening, I'll put in a blue pick, has to be blue, and then just start prying up. Told this customer we'll get it done for you in less than an hour. So we'll see if we could. Generally, these are done relatively quick, especially if the customer needs it right away. The customer is waiting in his car right in front of the store, so we'll get it done quickly for him. So normally these repairs are a bit easier for me, but when I'm recording, I want to show all the angles, or at least as much as I can. And in doing so, it does make it a bit harder for me to disassemble or reassemble sometimes. See all that adhesive at the very top? If I had got underneath that adhesive initially, it would have been a bit easier. So let's see if I could from right here. Looks like we got the top portion out. Okay, so the top portion looks good. Now let's focus at the bottom portion. Do want to be a little delicate next to the home button area, because if I damage the home button, then the Touch ID will be permanently lost. Looks like it's opening up, and the home button was not damaged. Very good. Okay, now that we have it opened up, let's put something on the back. And now there's going to be 4 screws that we need to remove. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I like to remove this tape right here, right above the screw, just like that. And then we've got one more at the very top. All 4 screws have been removed from all sides. Now we get to pop off that LCD. Just pop off each corner. And then last corner, just like that. We'll lift up and we'll remove that shield. And then we'll pop off the shield right here. And the LCD cable, which is this big guy right here. Okay, once we have that cable popped off, we could remove the display. And let's remove these 2 digitizer cables. This is what we're replacing. So we'll pop off the first one, pop off the second. And then we've got the home button cable, which is this guy. Peel off that tape, put it right here. We'll reuse it once we're done. And remove that. There is a piece of glass right here. Lift up. Blue pick. Maybe we can just tear it. All right, so we just tore off this guy, which is the digitizer. We can't get rid of that just yet because it still has our original home button. Right here, I want to unplug the battery, which is a screw right above. And then I want to also disconnect the motherboard from the battery by sliding this in between. But I can't do it just yet because I can't lift up the board. I am going to put this back on the heating mat until it gets hot enough so I can lift up the main board. Now as we wait for that to get hot, let's focus on the home button and remove it from the original digitizer. So I have a X-Acto blade here. We're just going to put it right there and lift. Very good. And then we'll do it one more time for the actual home button. And we'll peel. Just like that. This button is very sensitive and delicate. Let's throw this guy away. Now that we have this guy, we'll put it aside for a moment and bring back the main board. And it should be relatively hot enough for me to just lift the motherboard and disconnect the battery. Yep, so it's lifting easy. And now I have this disconnected just like that. So as you can tell, we'll lift. You see how it lifts easy? And it is being disconnected currently. So we'll put this guy aside. Here is the new digitizer, which is the screen. Let's pull that out. I need this for now. Put this guy aside. And in addition to that, I need this gasket right here. And I'll show you why we need it in a moment. Going back to this home button, we're going to replace the original gasket with a new one, because this is the sticky substance, the adhesive that allows it to stick to the new screen. So this is the original adhesive or gasket. We're just going to tear it right off. But be careful, because this black dot right there in the center, that's called the nipple, that could be easily damaged, and if it is, it won't click anymore. So need to be careful. This we're throwing away, and now let's install the new one. So notice there's two sides to this. There's the dull side and there's the shiny adhesive side. That's the plastic. So the plastic side goes down and we slide the button in between, just like that. And now we lift and remove the plastic covering the adhesive. So it becomes all about orientation. There's that plastic that we're going to be throwing away. And now we place the button in the correct orientation. Just like that. Perfect. And let's remove this adhesive on the foundation side. Use X-Acto blade again. I was just watching an anime right now, 7 Deadly Sins. You guys ever watched that before? I'm on like episode maybe like 60 or 70. It's pretty good. Been enjoying it lately. My favorite anime, however, remains to be Naruto. That's my favorite, my all-time favorite. And now we've been hearing a lot of news about the new Dragon Ball Super, that they're continuing the anime. This makes me very happy. We're gonna go ahead and clean the residue of the adhesive, some alcohol. Keep scrubbing it down until it's very clean. It's crazy how much work we put into the home button as opposed to the actual screen replacement. Very good. And then the other side. So we've cleaned the adhesive off of this. We're gonna add new adhesive right now, just a tiny strip, just like that. And then we'll cut. But it's crazy though, right? The amount of work that we put in on just the button as opposed to the actual screen. You would not have figured that out. When I first learned how to do these repairs, the screen alone was overwhelming. And then I was shocked to how much work we have to put on these buttons, just alone. So if you guys are planning on doing this repair yourself, just be very careful. If you do damage that button, you lose Touch ID permanently. And if you guys do need any assistance or want us to repair it, just feel free to check out our bio below. We have our website and mail-in repairs, so you can always mail us in your iPad, computers, tablets, phones, whatever it is. And generally we get them done same day. So now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna clean the adhesive off this frame. So the new adhesive on the new screen will sit nice and flat. Let's remove any excess glass that we see here. We are thinking to open up a website with tools that we use on our bench for sale. So if you guys are interested, do let me know down below. I can start working on that as soon as I get the chance. What do you guys think of this repair? Do you guys think it's a difficult job? These iPad repairs? This is a very standard iPad repair, so we get these daily. The most common iPads as well. Or if you're a technician, what's your opinion on these iPads? What do you guys charge for something like this? I'm curious to know. My wife just texted me saying, oh my God, I just gained 17 pounds. She's pregnant, so all this is new to her. Today we had our, what do you call that type of ultrasound? God, I forget the name of it. We're gonna do a full body scan on the baby. Anyways, but yeah, we did a full body scan on our girl, baby girl. She was moving in the stomach. It's pretty funny. Oh, it's called anatomy body scan, or anatomy ultrasound, I think that's what it was called. Okay, now for the most part, the adhesive has been removed. I'm just gonna use a microfiber towel just like this and some alcohol, and we'll remove the excess adhesive from the sides. Because you can easily remove any adhesive, the remaining adhesive, with alcohol. Just need to add some grit and alcohol. And if you don't do this part, which a lot of other stores have lacked, because we see them when they come into our store from another location, they don't clean the frame very well. And the new screen that they install tends to just lift off after like a month or two. And then when it's lifted, lots of dust and just whatever food particles goes inside the screen. Okay, frame is very clean. Let's grab the new digitizer and let's install this home button. I'll show you guys how we install it. So first thing is first, let's remove this. And we'll remove that. Okay, we've removed the 2 plastics and then this last piece right here. Just like that. And now we'll take the button and carefully install it right there in the center. Once it falls in place, I'm gonna push it in and make sure the gasket is making contact with the frame. Perfect. Looks good. So I'll test and confirm it is clicking indeed for this. Can you guys hear that? Okay, if you guys could, you could. If you can't, you'll have to take my word for it. So now this button is ready, and now this screen is ready for installation. So we're almost done. At this point, we are 28 minutes in. If this was not being recorded and we don't have customers stopping us as they come in the store or get phone calls, we can probably finish this repair in about 25 minutes or less actually. All right, so first things first, we'll insert the home button cable, just like that. We'll close that latch, we'll drop that down, and now we're gonna click in these cables. These cables are responsible for your digitizer to work. Looks like it's good. Let's click in the second one. Yeah, looks okay. Perfect. And that tape that we removed off the home button cable, we'll add that back, just like that. And this piece goes right here, which covers the button and keeps it in place. This is the LCD cable that we just clicked in. Now we're gonna lift up on the board again and pull out the disconnector. Let's plug in the battery screw, and then we'll cover all the cables again with its shield. Okay, so now we're just gonna install these last 4 remaining screws on the LCD, and I'll turn this on in the meantime just to make sure everything is working fine and as expected. What I wanna test here is the new digitizer that we installed, that it's responding to touch. Normally I would wait before I install these 4 screws just to make sure it is working, but I am fairly confident that the touch will work as expected. Let's test it. We'll press the home button. Yep, it responds. Touch seems to be working as expected. And then I'm gonna blow off all this dust off the screen. And then we'll close up, just like so. Let's turn it on, press the button, responding perfectly. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you guys have any repairs that you need yourselves to be done and you don't want to do them yourself, feel free to reach out to us on our website or just send us a mail in and we can get it done for you guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.